Hi there. Today's show is brought to you by the 2011 Marketing and Money Making Super Conference. You want to make sure you reserve your seat by February 28th and receive an over $350 discount. Go ahead and check out the sidebar for details. Welcome to No BS Live TV. This is the place for prosperity without all the bull. And today's episode is very, very special because it's our 50th episode. So today we thought it would be nice to revisit some of the previous episodes of No BS Live TV and take a look at some of the best moments from the first 49 episodes as chosen by the staff here at Glazer Kenny. Let's go ahead and take a look. And now I move to one of my favorite segments. Of course, they're all my favorite segments, but the S&D Library. And this week's episode, I'm going to show you the famous wallet mailer that comes from Gold Luxury member Nina Hirschberger. She actually created this many years ago and continues to offer these successfully. Matter of fact, let me give you her website right now before I even explain it to you if you want to go look them up. It's www.wallet-mailer.com, and you can find out all about them right there. And this is really cool because if you go to your mailbox and you see this in the mailbox, which is a wallet, so right here the address goes there, a stamp goes right there, and you see this in your pile of mail, what do you think's inside? I mean, let's pause a second. What do you think's inside? You think money's inside. So if you open it up, there's an opportunity there to put a nice little message. It shows some phony printed on their credit cards. And then I always teach people to do it in a way where looks like there's money that's sticking out the top of it, but actually that money, and this is one I use in my menswear stores, and it's been used in hundreds and hundreds of different industries. Just on the top, we just showed a little bit of money up there, and actually the rest of it was actually an offer to our customers of our menswear store. This always gets a great result, and they're very reasonable to actually be using because you can mail it out with a simple first-class postage stamp. Well, hi everybody. Here I am at our super conference with one of our on the hot seat clips with my buddy over here, Ari Galper, who is a former guy, lived in I guess California, right?
Yeah, San Diego actually.
Yeah, then you hibernated to Australia.
Exactly.
So,
floated over there.
Yeah, right. And Ari, you have done a couple of great things. And a couple of different resources that you offer, but one of the things I want you to talk about is your really cool resource called Live Chat. And tell everybody, like, what's the behind the scenes? What's gave you the inspiration to even create Live Chat?
Sure, what's called Chatwise.
Oh.
That's the name
right.
of the actual program. And the whole concept behind Chatwise is that the way we explain it to our clients is your website isn't just a whole bunch of pages with text on it. It's actually a store. People are going in your store 24 hours a day. You don't have somebody in your store meeting people live in a conversation, you're losing opportunity. So we figured out using live chat on your website with our methodology, you can actually engage people live in a conversation and create sales leads on your websites that go right to your sales folks in real time. So it compresses the whole sales cycle.
What's one of the new shiny objects online?
Yeah, one of the new shiny objects for us that we're using to make a lot of money and drive a ton of traffic is actually Google Voice. Some people may have heard of it or may not have. Just in the last week or so, they opened it up to everybody. It used to be something you had to get an account from somebody and it was hard to get into. But Google Voice is cool because you can set up your phone number, you can have your phone number redirect, but the powerful thing is if someone leaves you a message, it transcribes the message and it'll text it to you and email it to you. So what we're using it for right now is using it for content creation. I used to hire someone and pay them $10 per article, sit there and write an article. What I do now is I get on the phone and I leave myself a message, and 30 seconds later the whole thing's transcribed and I got an article knocked out. So what we're doing with it is basically I'll go and I'll pick out 10 questions and I'll pick up the phone, dial my number, and I'll leave myself a message. I'll say the question number 1 today is blah 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 blah. Then I'll answer the question, then I hang up, then I dial it again, ask question number 2, question number 3, and in about an hour I can knock out 10 articles. Or have one of my assistants, someone in my office who's an expert in a topic, have them knock out 10 articles. We can then take those articles and do a whole bunch of, obviously, traffic generation stuff. But it's made our ability to create content and produce articles and stuff to submit a million times faster.
And look at this envelope I want to show you right here. You get this envelope in the mail, and to open it up, look what happens when you open it up. You open it up like this. It's unusual. Now, what does this do for you? What this does for you is it gets it open. And that is half of the battle in everything that you do, whether it's your envelopes that you send out or your emails that you send out. You got to get them open. So you got to be different. And this is something that's different, where somebody's going to get this in the mail, and curiosity is going to kill them, that they've got to open this up right away and figure out what this is all about. And it's easy to find the McKay Mitchell Envelope Company online, but just in case, we'll put a link on the screen for you that you can go to and find out about them themselves, because this is not the only envelope they make. They make hundreds of different kinds of unusual envelopes, which actually beats the problem of going out in the mail and never even getting opened up. This will beat it for you. You can plan for success in 2011. So you want to know my secret? My secret are lists. I'm a list guy, and I suggest you try it. I figure out the big things to put on the list. What are the big events we're doing? What are the big launches we're doing? What are the big products we're creating? And then I make sub-lists of every piece of strategy that it takes in order to get those things done. And then what I do with the sub-lists is I do what my good friend and management mentor Vince Serpoli taught me, is every item on the list is a SMART item. What do I mean by that? It's SMART. It's S, specific, M, measurable, A, obtainable, R, it's relevant, and T, it's time bound. And when you figure out what each item on your list is, and you add the SMART and acronym to it, you'll find that you can get it done and you'll have a successful year too. And as I mentioned before, today's show is brought to you by the 2011 Super Conference. You want to make sure you reserve your seat by February 28th in order to get the over $350 discount. And don't forget, between Dan Kennedy, Russell Brunson, and myself, we're delivering to you 10 different take-home blueprints for online and offline marketing that you can take home and implement right away in your business. There's going to be a lot of teaching, a lot of training. It's what our members ask for. We're giving it right back to you. So we want to see you there at the Super Conference. Well, that's it for today, and thank you all for tuning in. My staff and I really enjoyed putting No BS Live TV together for you, and we hope that you get some real value out of it, as so many of our viewers have written in and told us how much they enjoy this. Here's to 50 episodes down and a lot more to go. I'm Bill Glazer, and this is No BS Live TV. Stay tuned for a preview of Friday's next episode. The more frequency will always get a better response than a big full-page ad if you have more frequency. The problem with that is you're giving up size, which means you're giving up a lot of copy space.